Is this the official honeybee?
Shut up. Hi, Chels.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Look, I'm good. You know, look, let's hop right into it. Name, business, and social media handles.
I think a lot of people know me from, most people know me from doing radio. So Honeybee for those who know me from that aspect of what I do. And then, I also operate 2 European wax centers here in Richmond and 3 in DC. So that's kind of, where people know me from. But my Instagram is official honeybee. And then I have Twitter, which is Miss Honeybee. I don't have, what's it called? Facebook. I don't have Facebook. I started radio when I was 17. I'm about to be 33. So it was up like 16 years on and off. So I took a bunch of time off, like when I had my son. And then for waxing or aesthetics, 5 years now.
Okay, 5 years. Now, what brought you to those fields?
So I'll just focus on the European Wax Center more so because I started radio so long ago. But just, to dabble into that a little bit, I was just always interested in having like my own talk show. So I started interning and kind of just fell into it and, started to love it. As far as European Wax Center, so when I was pregnant with my son, I was living in New Jersey. And I just felt like, I think when you get pregnant, you just have like this automatic motivation in you, for most of us. So I felt like I wasn't doing enough in that moment. So I was like, okay, what else am I passionate about? What else do I want to do? And that's how I thought about, aesthetics. And I really loved skincare and makeup and waxing. So then I went to school for aesthetics, and then EWC, European Wax Center, was like the #1 waxing brand. And so I knew I wanted to associate myself with that brand.
Absolutely. Now, how was that transition for you? Was it like different? I know it's different, going from radio to like aesthetics, but like, how was that mentally, especially like being pregnant, everything happening at the same time, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I was actually ready. I think I was 26, 27. So I was ready for a change because I had done radio for about 10 years at that time. So I just wanted something different, and I was looking for something I was really passionate about. Beauty industry was something that I was always into, while doing radio. So the transition wasn't hard because it was a passion, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And so then I kind of intertwined the two when it comes to a marketing aspect, these days. But back then, it wasn't like an overwhelming transition. It didn't feel uncomfortable. I felt at peace with it.
Absolutely. Now, if you're not working, what would be a typical day for you? Like maybe guilty pleasures. Let's do quarantine and pre-quarantine.
Right. So honestly, even pre-quarantine, I'm like a homebody. If I'm not like going to get dinner or just hanging out with, friends and family, I'm at home with my kid, just, chilling or whatever. But some guilty pleasures, I dabble in a little TV, mainly like Real Housewives of Atlanta or some, ratchet reality TV. But outside of that, I really like to just hang out with my son, hang out with my man, hang out with my family, friends, just regular stuff. Nothing too
Yeah,
crazy.
because that son is absolutely amazing. I'm waiting for his show to come up next.
Oh my God. He is so me that it's so crazy to watch. Like he's
Isn't it so crazy? It's just a little human that could have that much personality already and to know. Like, it's so crazy. I watch his videos and I'm like, I'm tickled. This man has been here before.
He has so wise and so just like advanced. Sometimes I'm like, what? How do you know that word? Where did you get that from? But yeah, he's a ball of fun.
Look, now, what is your pet peeve?
My pet peeve is small talk. Like I have like this much patience in real life. So when somebody's just small talking or beating around the bush and doesn't get to the point, I'm like, like that is my biggest like irritant right there.
Yeah, look, I don't like that either. I don't. Let's skip all that small stuff.
Right.
Get to the big stuff.
Right.
Now, when Honeybee Brittany is not failing up to par, who helps you put your cake back on?
My son, he's so sweet and so passionate and so loving. So he's constantly like, hey, mommy, I love you. Hey, beautiful, stuff like that. Or also, my mom, she's a big motivator, and my boyfriend as well. So, a handful of people always kind of give me that extra push when I need it.
Yeah. Now, it kind of goes into the next couple of questions. What inspires you?
My son. Honestly, like a lot of the questions are gonna have him affiliated in it because he just, kicks my motivation up a whole nother level. Before, I didn't even know it existed. Honestly, I thought I was like doing something before, but when I'm with him and when I think about him and when I just think about, his future and what he's done for me, just grown me so much. You know what I mean? So that's always my inspiration.
Okay, and it kind of, I mean, who's your biggest influence or what?
My biggest influence, honestly, I'm just influenced by other women who are passionate about what they do, whatever it is that you have going on. Like, I like to glance at different Instagrams and just see other women doing dope things. And I'm like, wow, that's motivating. That's inspiration right there.
Absolutely, just truly authentic. Now, what music is in rotation for you right
Oh my God, I'm such an old soul. I'm literally like 50 in real life. But I'm always listening to like Anita Baker, slow jams, Tamia, whatever R&B that I really, I'm just vibing to at the moment.
now? Mm-hmm.
Young Thug and Chris Brown too. I like a couple songs on their new album. But, that's basically it. It depends on the mood where I go and how I'm shuffling the songs.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Now, if you weren't in this field, what field would you be in? Maybe like your dreams as a child.
As a child, I always just wanted to have my own talk show. Honestly, there was like I never wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer. Or, like none of those things interested me. Just always wanted to be in the entertainment field some way somehow.
Look, and you did that and knocked through those
Oh,
doors.
she's waiting for me. We about to grab a drink.
Hey, Sharon, because I already know where she's going. So
Yeah, exactly.
Now let me see. If you could give advice to your younger self, maybe 10 years ago or so, what would that be?
Probably honestly 10 years ago, probably be just more humble. You know what I mean? Probably 10, 15 years ago, be more humble. I used to be a little bitch sometimes, so just humble yourself a little bit.
Yes. If you could give advice maybe to other young women or people that want to be in these fields, whether it's esthetician or BJ, radio host, all those things, what would that be?
I just tell people do everything. Like if you wake up one morning and you want to do radio, do it. If you wake up and you want to start a business, do it. Like there's not one lane that one person has to stick to. You can have your 9 to 5, have your own business, have passions and side hustles and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So do everything. Literally do everything.
Well, look, Brittany, that was the shortest interview I've ever had. Because Absolutely. Well, look, I thoroughly enjoyed you, and thank you for giving us some insight into the official honeybee and, Brittany's world and the different worlds that you do offer. This will be up on YouTube within the next 24 to 48 hours or so. And still on my live for the next 24 hours. So yeah, other than that, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, boo. Bye, boo.
See you later.
Yeah.